And then when
2024 budget.
Babu Petama January blues.
Back to single ply.
We need to tighten our belts.
your stomach is already doing that.
Swipe your new reward card and stand to win instant free shopping with Spar. Get Spar Long Life Milk 6-pack for $102.99. 400-gram Yum Yum Peanut Butter, $29.99. 1 kg Stork Medium Fat Spread Tub, just $39.99. 700 ml All Gold Tomato Sauce for $29.99. Or 410-gram Koo Baked Beans in Tomato Sauce. Buy 2 for 28 emalangeni.
And that's why we shop at Spa.
Now, there's no other place better than being live on Eswatini TV and listen to sporting activities as we bring them to you live here on a Thursday during the Temidlalo show. Hello and welcome for the Thursday edition of Temidlalo. It's all about sports and anything that has to do with the upcoming sporting activities in the country. So it's the first Thursday of the month of February. And I tell you what, we're in for one of the best shows in the country, just giving you details, what was happening over the weekend, what can we build up to this past weekend. First ever Shuguma Eswatini program for the year 2024 was taking place at Zakele Sports Ground in Manzini this past weekend in the company of Minister for Sports and the Minister for Education, Minister for Sports Bongani Nzima and the Minister for Education Owen Ngumalo. They took part of this edition where Eswatini came in their numbers to praise or rather to take part of the occasion. So we look at what unfolded, what type of sporting codes were being displayed, and the message that will be coming from the senior citizens of the country, the two ministers being Minister Bongani Nzima, His Honorable Bongani Nzima, and Minister for Education, Owen Ngumalo. So moving on to that, we look at swimming because also for 2024, it was the first ever edition of a gala. So it was the first gala edition at Enjaburueni Zulwini. We'll look at how the story unfolded and the swimmers came in their numbers. What can we expect? We hear from some of the swimmers, including currently in form. Luca Fraser is expected to attend international competitions. We hear from the acting president of the association, Welcome Tlabatsi, and one of the coaches, Mark Hoare, just to listen to preparations, what went through that gala, and what can we expect from the association. Now, moving to tennis, is another sporting court. They were quiet, but they are back with a bang. So under the Bruce Gamma Diabetes with Sports Foundation, it's the foundation that promotes and create awareness that people living with diabetes can also take part of the sport, but they now want to take part of other sporting codes. So we hear from the founder and the director, what the foundation, Mr. Bruce Gamma. What is the message? What's the direction? What route are they taking currently? And of course, this is the main event also we want to touch on. 2 days on Saturday and Sunday at the Lubombo region, in the Lubombo region rather. They were at the Ubombo Golf Course. We talk about Autism Golf Tournament. Over 96 golfers took part of the tournament. 10 of those golfers were professional golfers, and then other 86 were amateurs. But the event was also part of a promotion and creating awareness to all golfers in the country, just people to know about issues pertaining to autism, how to support and bring also people living with autism in the community. Otherwise, stay tuned and stay tight because it's all about sporting codes. The second edition of All Africa Games qualifiers to be taking place in Ghana. We talk about how now more clubs attended the qualifiers. Remember, the first time there was only 2 clubs. How many clubs now do we have this time around? We hear from some of the speakers, including the return of former 200 meters top sprinter at some point, Tandaz Azwan. Remember, he was on a suspension at some point due to issues related to doping. He's back with a bang as well. We hear from him. How is he looking to compete after a long period preparing the Republic of South Africa? Alongside in the female category, there is Bongio Mahlaleda also, who is doing well. So these are some of the athletes that are looking very, very, very close to get the qualification for the All Africa finals in Ghana at some point at some point in Ghana this year. So we talk about that and all that. I'll be in the company of our in-house analyst, Linda Dlamini, because he takes time during the weekends to visit all these sporting facilities just to see what is happening and be able to deliver such good messages for you. So don't go anywhere. Use different platforms at home through your school journey and any other thing that you have to be able to catch all the details that will be delivering here live on Eswatini TV. Go for Senengos.
Ngiyabonga Fabrice ngumukele luhlelweni lakho ngithoba lokukhuluma uvuselena umbukele Eswatini TV loyal viewer ngulesine Fabrice luhlelo lolu leliphethe cishe tonke njengoba sotibalile ngiyabona ubale ama sporting codes la yako ku 4-5 ngicabanga ukuthi ngiko ke lelihlelo lolu li about ama sporting codes lehlukene leswalethela yena umbukeli because inqumbi yebamvu bacaba ukuthi ngihlale ngiva nje ngaDecember uve bani bathi awu ibhola kude hambana emakhaya kanti na asikhuluma indaba yebhola kuphela sikhuluma lonke lihlobo letemidlalo.
Now, when you talk about all different sporting codes, because there are some of the outstanding sporting codes, but siyathe ukuthi hulumende ngokusebenzisana netiko Temidlalo ikakhulukathi inhlangano lemele inhlangano Temidlalo Eswatini Eswatini Sports and Recreation Council couple of years ago basukumisana uhlelo kwethiwa ishukuma Eswatini and lo hlelo luhlose kusithe eMaswati ikakhulukathi ukuthi bahambise embili inzabe yokushumisa umthimba kulempela sondo ke bekuyi weekend yokuqala iminyaka wa2024 kuphinze kube lilanga lokuvakashela na indzawo yase Zakhele Sports Ground kaManzini bokhona ngosi wafika wakanzana
Fabrice uteka yona lapha ezakhele enkundleni yaTemidlalo khona lapha ezakhele bekuchubeka lona ngaphasi kwenkundla eManzini South bekuchubeka lona luhlelo la shukuma Eswatini luhlelo ke leli Fabrice lelaqalwa njengoba usho ukuthi laqalwa ngilo lutiko letemidlalo libambisene na Sports Council inhlangano lengameli inhlangano letemidlalo lapha even kubuka nje Fabrice ukuthi bangahambisa njani umlayeto esiveni sonke seMaswati ukuthi kumele bashukumise umtimba uyakhumbula Fabrice ukuthi imbobo yemhlaba yaveta iphefumulela umhlaba ukuthi ifisile ukuthi sive seMaswati sonke siphile sibe ngilesiphilile through kushukumisa umtimba so lelihlelo ke belichubeka ke Fabrice kwekuqala ngathi kwekuqala solo angenile ehovisi yona ingenile yona indvuna yetemidlalo lapha even Bonganzima mhlonishwa Bonganzima ngicabanga ukuthi Fabrice ku over the years lelihlelo solo labakhona
for the first time the two ministers the incoming honorable ministers into the cabinet they attended the event kushokuthini lokho on its own Minister for Sports Honorable Bonganzima accompanied by Minister Owen Ngumaro also of Education kushokuthini it's their first edition of Shuguma maybe bakebetha asati on personal capacity but now they are coming in this edition in office. This is a way of calling Maswati Gutsi. It doesn't belong to you know lo munye muntu sonke lenzabe yasithinza nabo siyabona sport council CEO you know Darius Dlomo siyabona lama legends kusho ukuthini master lo hlelo.
I think Fabrice njoba usho ukuthi ngenhlanhla lenhle noma ngenhlanhla ngisho kanjalo ukuthi izakhele ingaphasi kwenkundla yemanzini South lapho khona umhlonishwa owenqimalo achamuka khona alelunga leParliament. So vele la inkundla yakhe le kwenta ukuthi lamatiko lamabili ngiyangithi ke mne Fabrice ngiyajabula nje ukuthi nayo acknowledge lokho nasimkhulumisa ukuthi yini bangasebenzisani kube ilitiko letemidlalo litiko letemfundvo because nawukhuluma ngeyouth incumbi yayo isesikolweni nawukhuluma ngetemidlalo uthi ubafuna kubathola abasebancane basetikolweni yini bangasebenzisani ukahle ke chairman we sport follow committee naye simbonile akhona bekakhona nangalabholeni umhlonishwa Shabas incumbi labholeni bamati ukuthi ngishabasi ngicaba ukuthi lokho Fabrice kuhlangana kwato tonke letingoni letitsinzekako kwato tonke letinhlangothi letitsinzekako tikhulisa umdlalo because le awareness noma lokushiya labantu bashukumisa umtimba betikhona ke tinhlangano leti tetemidlalo letahlukahlukene ikhona inhlangano emidlalo wesibhakela ikhona inhlangano emidlalo taekwondo ikhona imidlalo inhlangano cricket amabhayisikili hockey techball volleyball bonke Fabrice even nebamadarts bebakhona cycling association konke lokho Fabrice I think tsine Fabrice ikhona na imidlalo lothina uyibukela kuma Olympics ubona ukuthi uyatitsine silivele Eswatini singafike sibehlule lamanye mavi because thina letinto incumbi yato sikhule sidlala and letinye tatu yatibona ukuthi tilula kithi ngikhuluma nje ngengoyoyo umdlalo lokhona kuma Olympics ingoyoyo thina lokho
lona ke lo mdlalo ke lo
yes even nalomdlalo lona Fabrice if mhlambe singathiwa kuvulwa association sihambe affiliate sithola ukuthi nema Olympics soba khona lo mdlalo lo
ngayibona ngathi
ngilokushukumisa umtimba and ke Fabrice leminye yale midlalo isita ngalosi lengcondvo uyaye uthi wena uyadlala nje kanzi lengcondvo ke isita. Number 2 for team building lamanye ema exercises uwendela for team building lana nje Fabrice even if noma ngabe une team yakho idlala cricket idlala rugby naku uyabafaka abadlale lemidlalo le ngicaba ukuthi bo tug of war logo i-team building because uhlanganisa le team wenda le team ukuthi ibe munye ibumbane.
What a day it was indeed, Master. Now I have a clear you know, clinical question because in as much as Sibugana games but the key message is Sport Council wants to visit. They want to visit all constituencies tongere tingundla tikoneveni umthetho ke uthi uye uthi baphuma ngelson for every Sunday of the or rather every Saturday of the last month kusho ukuthi nasesibale kahle sesinabo 12 wabashukuma ngeminyaka kusho ukuthi kulukhuni ukuthi tonke tingundla bativakashela but ke kuba khona lesikhalo ukhanze ukuthi munye emhlonishwa tsita cha nifika nini kithi. Are we saying kancane they will end up reaching all the regions because Boma Futsen Bayire, Bombawanes, West, and all those areas? Are we saying at the end of the day they need to ensure that they finish?
Fabrice ngenhlanhla lenhle ukuthi yes tinyanga letikhona eminyakeni tilishumi natimbili kodwa angithi item ngidawubekisa nje ngetem langenile nyalo emalungu eParliament naba bakwe bangenile nyalo but awuthatha iminyaka hayi umnyaka munye yabona so ngeminyaka kuze kuphelele iminyaka lesihlanu I think lokho konke batagcina batihambele tonke tingudla vele njo ishilo yona indvuna yetemidlalo ukuthi bafise khambela tonke letingudla lapha eveni bafundzise phinze ke Fabrice bathi nasebafundzisile ngoba lapha nje ezakhele naku nje kudlala umdlalo we-techball lapha ezakhele kudzinga ukuthi kube nelitafula kudzinga ukuthi labamvu labe bafundziswa nge-techball badlala umdlalo we-tagball, labambe bafundiswa ngehockey badlala umdlalo we-hockey, labambe bafundiswa ngemabhayisikili abadlala lo mdlalo wemabhayisikili bonke tonke leti inhlangano lebetifundisa kungasali nje Fabrice ukuthi sesendlulile uyabona balanzelelwe nangabe mina nje ngabona a very young boy lo dlala cricket lapha, not because cricket ngiyayithanda but lo mfana omncane ibhola a very very good batsman aphethe le nvuke ekudlala icricket bombona kuthi ibhola ngishona yinye 15 wow 15 lawathola kuthi ngishona yinye leyamgeja kuthi ngishona yinye layishaya yangahambi isigaba lesithi uyabona ke Fabrice ukuthi lo muntu bekayibamba oqala icricket bat but uyambona udlalisa kwe true professional at a very young age. So ngicabanga ukuthi if letimvo leto tingalandzelelwa kahle kona ama positives lamakhulu futhi langaphuma kushukuma.
Last one before I want us to listen to the two ministers and I think as you can see but attest all the sporting codes Bo Maxwell Ngwenya boxing, some of the well-trained coaches when it comes to boxing ngakho lokukhalamasa ukuthi you can't ukuthi nathi timvuna tembuso tivakashena inkundla tsithe bese nasethihambile cha lo mdlalo uyaphela. We don't hear no more the sound of the sport. Is it something we can say nasebasukile bo minister kuletinye tinkundla, can we see all this bo karate, as you can see the energy and the focus, can you see the sports being also played regularly kuleto tinkundla tsithe? We don't want kutsi these sporting courts shouldn't happen because they are visiting. It should take place. It should be taking place regularly.
Fabrice, I think if mhlambe i-minutes of sports ingavusetela lama sports centers lonke lelive because akhona long ngiyajabula nje ukuthi some of ema officers lamanye vele through sports council through yona ministry of sports sebavele bawahlanyele ukhona nje ka sports council zwakale simelane sabambuyisele kaHlatsi kwaHlatsi uyovusa le center lele kaHlatsi yona iministry ukhona lo senhlangano. I think tonke letindzawo leto because akhona lama sports center neti bese kusetindzaleni incumbi yawo. Mina Fabrice nangikhumbula kahle ngihlale ngisho esandleni enkundleni yasesandleni kukhona there is a court, a basketball court lekhona lapho lephinzi ingasebenta ukhuluma ngabo tennis ingasebenta ukhuluma ngabo netball ingasebenta. Leyo court leyo idzinga kuvusetelelwa bothokotane na uyakumahamba kunema courts lapho lekudzinga ukuthi avuseteleleke if mhlambe iministry ingavusetela lawo ma sports center lawo kukhona la singaya khona lenta esithobela nangikhumbula kahle bekwakhiwa inkundla lapho if mhlambe iministry ingabambisana nalabami basesithobeleni ingakhona ukuthi mhlambe lenkundla igcina kuyinkundla le cishe ibamba imidlalo lesezingeni.
Now there you have it. Now having attended and fully taken care of all the events that were taking place at the sports ground at Zakhele in Manzini, this man, alongside the team, got a chance to have a one-on-one discussion with the two honorable ministers, being Bonganisima of sports and Owen Ngumalo of education, to hear how are they reacting to the day activities and what type of messages are they sharing with members of the public. This is the platform. Let's listen to them.
Ngithokozisa kakhulu kuba seManzini North la khona namuhla sisezakhele sibambe shukuma wekucala la khona sithi bantu abashukumisa umtimba lokho kuletha impilo nje kushukumisa umtimba. Siyakujabulela kakhulu sibonge neattendance lebe khona namhla kulo shukuma. Siyabonga silitiko sikuhlalele phansi sabuka sabona ukuthi nasiya nje kushukuma kufuna sishiye ilegacy la sifika khona ikakhulu ke sibuke ukuthi angeke kube lilanga lekugcina nasifika la sitawufika bese si-identifya khona emakhono latsite kulama different sports courts la khona bese ke siyakhona ukuthi labo labacondzene nabo nabe bakhona labagudi kakhulu ka cycling sitabalandzelela nangabe bakhona labagudi ka soccer kuleyo mdlalo labanawo labanentshisekelo kuwo sitawuthumela lelo tiko ngoba sinalo lakithi sitawuthumela lelo phiko libe ngibona libalandzelela ko. bashukuma bakhombisa ifitness lokushukuma ukhombisa likhono lokuba fitness nokuthi kusho kona udisplay ukuthi uphilile lokho kuyasikhombisa ukuthi abantu bengonyama bafit dinenge indlu ke labatawutenda bafit basatokhoza enkundleni emanzini south yabona uyangivunulisa nawo usho njalo bekuyinto vele bengakayibuki nyalo nje lokube ngiphuma bengibuka ukuthi bothishela bakhona ba ready ukuvulwa etikolo akukaphephuki lokho kuhamba kanjani nyalo nje uyangivunulisa kutafuna nasengibuyela ngivakasha ngiwabukete lama sports disciplines lokuthi vele kukhona etikolweni ngiyathi lokuthi bakhona bayabadlala ibhola batafuna ngibone lokugijima nokushukuma bayakwenda yini kumcoka vele sibakufake le etikolweni lokuthi vele bashukume badlale litiko elitabalekelelela nabe kume mhlambe kunetikhebe estetimali lokho lokuncane nje bakwende labantwana.
Now, critical and clinical message coming from the two honorable cabinet ministers, Minister for Sports and Minister for Education. Mangilahleke kancane ngosi nakathi uyamvunulisa bomvunulisa uthini ngosi ngoba ngithi sesingiyagaza ukuthi hawu cha umlangeni sovunise imvuna
no ushilo indvuna ilitiko letemfundo ukuthi batathina because bebahambela tikolo kubuka ukuthi ingabe kumonakala kanjani mhlambe labangasita khona so
ethinzabe Temidlalo
so nyalo invula tayenda utawubuka lokuthi lama sporting codes nawa la khona because sina over 30 wetemidlalo letikhona lapha event yes la khona lapha event kubuka ukuthi ingabe vele la tikolweni kwendeka lo benithi ke mna Fabrice mhlambe sesivala kule topic le kuthi mhlambe la tikolweni nakungentiwa ukuthi lokungenani lelitiko letemfundo nelitiko letemidlalo lishaya nje lo mthetho ukuthi ngabo lesithathu akufundwa temidlalo kuphela lesithathu once a week because akusiye wonke umfana lotawuphumelela kutemfundo akusiye wonke futhi umfana lotawuphumelela kutemidlalo if letimvo letingithu sifuna kutinika ibalance asesithole le period ukuthi ngabo lesithathu kuphela kudlalwa temidlalo utodwa esikolweni.
Now you've heard him right here live on Eswatini TV. That's the expertise. Let's mix education with sports because at some point but it's not every child that will shine when it comes to sporting codes. It's not every child that will shine when it comes to education. Now moving on from Shuguma, now Manzini, what you would see from from rather Zakere Sports Ground. Kulula gutsi usheshe ufike enjabulweni. Master, what's it naso ufike enjabulweni? There was the first gala when it comes to swimming, Skumangabo Gala, first gala of the year 2024, Eswatini Swimming Association, headed by the acting president. Welcome, Shabatsi. You talked to some of the swimmers, but when they gun, the spirit is the standard where it was when we ended the year 2023.
Yes, Fabrice, lapha enjabulweni igala eqala eminyaka 2024 le gala lena ke Fabrice beyingaka mhlambe beyingasiyo i-association bekuye club iGriffins kuthi nakuqala umnyaka Fabrice mhlambe emaqembu anikwa nabo ukuthi bangahost in fact ema clubs la under yona i-swimming association bavunyelwa ukuthi ba hoste ema tournaments abo so bebayihostile ke bona baka Griffin lokuyi club ngisho ukuthi naye former president nangilo waphuma eminyakeni lophelile simbone kakhulu kule club lena bekakhona ke ama teams Hemengel yes bekakhona ke ama teams Fabrice ang8 labeka ngenele yona le gala le esibonile ke Fabrice nebamvana labancane labasaqala kudlala wona lo umdlalo wokubhukusha I think Fabrice i-swimming association over the years lekhonile kwenta ikhonile ukuthi ube khona lokuniketelana from labamvana labancane because now ubuka le transition from le development to the senior swimmers ikhona because ukhuluma ngabo Haley Ho ukhuluma ngema swimmers already lo muntu uyacompete already umelela live bo Luca Fraser uya eDubai uthole invitation khona eDubai through ngesikhathi baye eRwanda kuyocompete eRwanda I think lokho Fabrice ukutshela something if kutathi nihambile niye tournament bese sekuba neclub invitako eDubai ngiyathi ngiyesemba ukuthi le utafika abuye nayo medal. So ngicabanga le gala le Fabrice etikwako konke beke kucala le level akusiyo mhlambe nayimine lebe ngigadzile noma mhlambe inqumbi yabo coach be swimming labe bayigadzile, because uyabona lothi okay kusaqala umnyaka vele inqumbi yebamvu kushothi beba ku complete rest, kushothi bebaphumlile nga December na early January because ma holiday vele labanye ke ngama holiday because inqumbi yabo la laba swimako la inqumbi yabo ngicabanga ukuthi bamvu laba well off, so bayahamba ngala ma holiday uthola ukuthi bayaphuma babo vacation nalabamva babo, so kusikhathi sekutrainer sibasincane kakhulu le competition boyibona ukuthi ayikho mhlambe etulu kakhulu.
I want us to listen to some of the officials, Master, including the acting president and then some of the athletes, swimmers, Luca Fraser, to name one of them. But Master, just quick one before you listen to them. Sikhulume kakhulu ngendaba ye podium finishing when it comes to swimming. Wanyalo sisaphila ngale era yokuthi how's your PB? PB being your personal best for the sake of the viewer. Usho ukuthi nangabe ngibhukusha 100 meters stroke, did I do 30 seconds? If I achieve, maybe today I did 27 seconds. That's my personal best. Senginciphise isikhathi. Sithawuphuma nini kule era ekukhuluma ngabo personal best? Sifuna lama medal, Master. Sifuna tintondo.
Tintondo bakaswimming bayabuya nato.
But not just nje. We want to go to the Olympics. Now there is Paris.
Yes.
2024.
Luckily,
Luckily, can we get a gold? Can we get a silver?
I think Fabrice ndokhuluma liqiniso. Nangibuka ka ngala ka swimming because Luca Fraser nje uyishayile iPP yakhe kule swimming gala le. Sikatsile ukuthi naka eDubai because before aye kuma All Africa Games, if aya kuma All Africa Games sikatse ukuthi abuye ne gold medal. And kuma All Africa Games ngilapho khona sibe sisiyamgeja kusema Olympics Paris 2024 khona ke nakhona sikatse ukuthi abuye ne gold because le standard ke lapho cishe sesisetulu kakhulu uyabona. I'm happy nje ukuthi even nabo Haley Ho seba trainer khona eSouth Africa a high performance center because I high performance center uyayidzinga uyiathlete kude utawukhona lokugeja ubone exactly ubone ukuthi okay nangingena high performance center iperformance yami inyuka noma iyehla. I think this year 2024 kumele sibuye na something ma Olympics na ma All Africa Games.
They have it. The first gala for the year 2024 at the Temidlalo school where there is a swimming pool that is at the international standard. So that was where the gala was taking place. Speaking during the gala was the acting president, Welcome Hlabatsi, Luca Fraser, one of the current top athletes, and Marco, some of the local coaches when it comes to swimming that we have in the country. What's their angle? What do they think is the standard of the sport? And how was the gala in their opinion? Listen to them.
Yelled at the Tux Sports Center. I'm swimming there at the swimming pool with Rocco Mayering. And it's been 3 weeks and it's been a wonderful experience so far. I'm really excited to see how far it'll take me. I'm already improving my training and getting as much training in as possible. I'm hopefully going to the Olympics. It's not a guaranteed. Obviously, I still have to train. But obviously, I'm just putting in as much work as possible and being as strict as possible with going to all my sessions and doing everything that I need to do to get better. And I'm excited.
I did really well. I'm proud of my times. I did all PBs and I'm really happy. Yes, I was in Rwanda and there was someone from Dubai who actually saw me race and thought I was a wonderful swimmer, and they had then invited me to come and swim with them in Dubai.
What does it mean for that opportunity?
I'm really grateful. It's a great opportunity and not everyone gets it, so I'm really thankful.
Association, this is it's an election year for us, and my Olympics we have two swimmers labakuma scholarships. About scholarship, maybe they can make it into the Olympics. But again, our international federation, it's Olympic Games, pick yona. So ungaba scholarship, but pick somebody else because pick the fastest. If it's not qualified, then they pick one fastest girl, one fastest female, one fastest male. But at the moment, we have two swimmers that are out of the country, like Lago. Simanga na Haley base HPC laba trainer khona so sibuketela ama Olympics nyalo and after ma Olympics then sesiya kuma elections.
Okay, thank you. So today we have our first Swimming Association galas, which were sponsored by Griffin Swim Club. First gala of the year 2024. So we are in attendance. We have about 8 clubs. Which is Swim Lab, Barracudas, Pelicans, Penguins, of course Griffin Swim Club, Starfish, Splash Swimming Club, and Wave Aquatics from Big Band.
Now, picked something from the president, who also happens to have the national team coach. Welcome, Hlabatsi. Master Kukula, I want us to go to athletics, but last week we highlighted a bit of, politics that is ongoing within sporting activities. And do we need this, Master? Because the people just spoke. There's nothing wrong with them. But there was a tension swimming. Puma Hemangele, who was the president, national team coach, welcome Hlabatsi, were acting, and different reasons. Can we really tell the viewers what happened, Master? Because we go into athletics, there is tension currently. Kwa Ngandolo, we'll talk about that. What's going on? Do we need such tension when it comes to sporting codes? Because Loksalago, we care about the athletes. Labase too, yes, they're leading the sport, but we want to see the athletes. When they go out, can they bring those medals?
Fabrice, ngisafisa ukuthi sesike nje sende lihlelo lodwa nje lelitawukhuluma ngama sports associations lana nemkhuhlane sibeke cishe konke
ngimaphi lana nemkhuhlane ngosi
ngalokhuluma ngeathletics nje
2 swimming lenye nemkhuhlane
incumbi kakhulu
siyavete Master because sitele lokho.
Yes, but Fabrice at the moment njengoba ngisho ukuthi le well documented last year kwabangile swimming ahlala ema clubs la under swimming association ba discussa and kwakhethwa anconota ukuthi kungcono Hemangele lebeka president then abeke pass then welcome Hlabatsi abe interim president lokusho ukuthi ubambele lo office because angithune team naye iswim lab yes uya qualify ukuthi
having a club
yes uya qualify even if noma ngayo ema elections ngicabanga ukuthi this year ngumnyaka wama elections kune tennis umkhuhlane Fabrice sengikubalele trio ma sports association at the moment lana umkhuhlane lekudzinga ukuthi sike sihlale phansi simchazele umbukeli ekhaya ukuthi kahle kahle lo mkhuhlane uqala kuphi because kukhona la uqala khona bese soyehla uyehla ugcina ufika lekulama associations ufika lekulama associations sekwehlela ke kulama athletes nawo sekayabanga tonke letinfo leto kuthi namhla khamba bani kusala bani tonke letinfo leto coach kumele khambe bani ngilomkhuhlane lesingawudzingi lama sports associations.
Hi Linda Dlamini, how long have we been working together? More than 10 years. Singatibuta ukuthi kulawa ama association ushiyani ibhola ngoba nakhona kunemkhuhlane. Eswatini Football Association.
Okay ke sakuthi lapho se incumbi ebamvu bayati. Yes bayati. So now ama associations incumbi labangati because nabo bayithola ne funding kuma international federations abo. I funding bamba ukhuluma ngaka athletics. I think ka athletics Fabrice sesibuya khona nje uyakhumbula ukuthi 2 weeks ago bebanayo ema African All Africa Games qualifiers lapho khona kwabana only 2 teams alapha ekhaya plus 1 yase Mozambique. So this past weekend beyikhona ke etile ma teams kweta lang 5 yes lang 5
nakhona mancane
mancane Fabrice
because I think we've got more than 14 clubs
mancane Fabrice I think le nombolo lena ayijabulisi Fabrice ayijabulisi and lokukhalisa kakhulu Fabrice ukuthi even the board members inqumbi yawo ayakhala ngalokwentekako kuyo i-athletics Eswatini so I think compromise le standard yes sibonile ukuthi some of ama top athletes tingijimi licishe tikhona thandaza kokuqala emva kweminyaka leng4 Fabrice ubuyile this past weekend and it was so unfortunate ukuthi ucompetela angekho right but ukhonile ukuthi ahambe phambili ku100 meters ukhonile ukuthi ahambe phambili ku200 meters and nabongiwe ke bekabuyile ke because siyakhumbula lo ukuthi wathola scholarship use South Africa High Performance Center naye ke beka khona la and ke Fabrice kule clip lesiyibonile ekuqaleni ungamangala ukuthi bekagijima nemvana kubo
okay ngiyakuva lokho masa bathi ke ngeSwati hayi ngeSwati kuphela but everywhere in the world nase uye waganga phela na ubuya masa ngeke bese siyakubongelela ukuthi cha because kwaphuma public wa suspend so we can't say anymore allegedly it was official wabhenisho in as much as singasho ukuthi le substance wayisebenzisa yena Thandazazwane akusuka ukuthi wahamba wathatha ama powder wayanatha noma anything wanatha apparently at an energy drink not aware that the energy drink but lokusalako which is the same issue lendekako ku Victor Osman nase Nigeria but ke nakabuyile nyaro siyambona he's number 1 in that race wearing a red top singamushela thandla yini ngoba wahamba because he was not doing well washela skathele it's 4 years up to nyalo he's back he's doing very what he's supposed to be doing but what can we say or what type of message is he sending because I think the only thing lesingambongela ukuthi he didn't give up he stayed maybe labeka khona he was training personally to ensure that he doesn't lose the talent but he's back but should we really clap our hands ukuthi so we the Thandazazwane
Fabrice uyathi ukuthi ngicela ukubekela nako kuyenteka uthi uyashayela imoto ushonela umuntu ngesiphosiso inkantolo vele itokuthola unelicala ushonela umuntu ngesiphosiso uyohlala unale stigma leso ukuthi washonelwa ngumuntu ngesiphosiso I think kuthandaza kuphose kufane naloko ukuthi wasebenzisa angati ukuthi lokhu akukavumeleki because le list yinze kakhulu yale timvo lokungakamela ukusebenzisa uyi-athlete but ngalokho sithine bekusete labo anti-doping causes bekasemancane lapha even sebaqala bayakwenda nyalo bayatshela ema-athletes ukuthi lokhu naloku akukavumeleki Thandaza ke wenda the same thing 4 years Fabrice uyabuya ufika ukhanze ama-athletes labeka solo ajima uyawashiya I think lokho mina as an athlete ukuthi ngabuya umuntu afika ngikhanze la afike after 4 years afika ngehlule ngicabanga ukuthi ngahlala phasi ngitibuto ukuthi kodwa ngiyadeserve indvele kuba la even nakule 200 meters now
I think this was his specialty
no 400 meters yes
yeah but at 200 at some point beka anike support hard time ngiyambuka
and kunamenzi okuhle lapha and menzi okuhle ngicabanga ukuthi yes lesi sky blue a promising athlete but ngibe disappointed kuye kule performance le kuthi come on ngeke Fabrice ngeke 4 years ahlale angacompete
but bekendani kulo 4 years
ajima angacompete
but
ajima angacompete
ushimela kumas
bekajimela la bekajimela khona because for 2 years remember ukuthi for 2 years bekungakameli ukuthi abonakale kulama events yes kulama events because ususpended
I was tempted to go to simlalele, but at some point, maybe I hear your discussion. But to me, I feel like because rumor has it that he was in South Africa, High Performance Center.
No, South Africa, we mid last year. So vele sothole sponsor kusesemise ku High Performance Center.
Uboshiwe kwaphinzwa wathola sponsor master.
Phela ngilokusebenza kamatima Fabrice ukuthi nangabe letinye tinvo tingakucekeli phasi tikukhuthade it's okay kude there's nothing wrong lengidiblame kuyo uyabona there's nothing wrong angivuke ngidibuthe ngiditsinzite ngihambe ngikompete ubuyile uyakompeta and nawumuva yena ukhuluma naye uyafuna ukuya kuma All Africa Games uyafuna ukuya kuma Olympics and nawubuka ngendlela la compete ngayo he's ready.
Now, on the other side, the female aspect, there was Bongi Mahlalera. That's Tandas Zwane from correction. There's Bongi Mahlalera from also REPS, which is Eswatini Police Services Athletics Club. She also dominated that aspect. So we hope that the qualifiers have been a dominating factor. When it comes to selection, we're expecting a good criteria. We're expecting fairness from the association in support with Eswatini Olympic Commonwealth Games Association. Moving on, because the same team that brings you live everything that you want to know about sporting activities, we went to the Lubobo region where there was the 2024 Autism Golf Tournament, which was the second edition of the tournament. And Master, 96 golfers took part of the event. It was a blessing.
Fabrice ngiyajabula ngendlela njoba usho ukuthi khona eBig Bend bekudlala yona igolf tournament lebayihambisa kakhulu lebebabambisane neautism eSwatini. I think ngiyajabula ngendlela emagolfers Fabrice lasukuma ngayo nangabe kunetimvo la kumele ukuthi bahambise khona umlayeto noma bahambise khona iawareness kwatisa nje sive ngeautism njoba usho 96 wama-golfers and lana ke Fabrice bekudlala ema-professional golfers even female golfers lesinawo la eveni bolathomo. I think Fabrice golf over the years siqale sayibona iba yodwa kwaba ngathi igolf iyodwa ihleli lapha but kancane Fabrice bayabuya bathi thine we are willing kuba in partnership with organizations leswatholako and nale sponsorship because companies Fabrice bekakhona a supporter including the main title sponsor yayo le tournament lena leku ubombo sugar corporation. So ngicabanga ukuthi Fabrice ngiyajabula njengoba ngisho ngiyajabula professional golfers amateur golfers. I think even nale level now ibuka beyisetulu kakhulu siyathi ke vele ukuthi ema golfers most of the time wona athi no thine invest ayenda silela nje ukuthi igross yethu ibe setulu nenet ibe setulu. I think ngiloko lokumcwa kakhulu more than anything.
Now the whole event took place 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, and talk about Saturday Bombo Sugar Limited bahambe mbili in terms of being the club on top of things, and on Sunday we had the Lions Club, and then Master, we're talking about bringing back to the community. At some point, yes, they create awareness, but there is a message they want to create. They want to build rather a autism center. Ikakhulukazi kusita bamvana baphila nesifo se-autism.
Yes. Njoba ngisho nje Fabrice ukuthi golf bathi tena bahlala phansi bakhulumisana nabo baka autism yathi golf they are willing to help because njoba usho ukuthi kakhulu lokumcoka kwakha le center ibantu labaphila ne-autism. Igolf ke isite yona yasiphakamisa lesandla ifuna kuba ingcenye yaloko. I think siyakhumbula ukuthi coach Mishek wakazwana ute a couple of times lapha kulolu hlelo lolu ato gcizelela ato kwatisa ukuthi kahle le golf bona bayi Eswatini professional golfers union kahle yini la bayifisile uyabona. Ngicabanga ukuthi more than anything because sport Fabrice usimaketha ngetindlela etehlukene wena ungumuntu because lohlele ekhaya uthi uyathi igaluva banebuntu asengihambe nami ngiyoyifunza ngidlala because naku bapartnerishile. Look at the numbers tema golfers labeka khona la 96 njoba usho almost 100 wema golfers siyambona even naye MD waka Ubombo Sugar Limited Mr Muzi wakasiyaya bekakhona including nalalamanye ema sponsors even naye director waka Autism Eswatini. Ngicabanga ukuthi Fabrice yinhle lendvo siyathi ke Galvin ukuthi ungagatha wona imali ukuthi mhlambe uma winners atawuthola bo 40,000 60,000 no uthola nje lama letinvo tekusebenta endli nawutothola nje ama-glass tawubuya nawe ekhaya uyabona makuthi okay bongayi kodlala eGalvin inako lokuncane sobuye nako ekhaya uyalethela bayajabula abantwana uyajabula manga.
All right, yeah. Ligama lokuncane lakhaya ngathi vele master sazokusebenzisa. Now, quickly master, let's just listen to some of the speakers on the day. I think there is a message that comes from these people. There is Tremfina Mvubu, who is the director of Eswatini, of Autism Eswatini. There is Moses Siaya, the director of when you talk about Ilovo, and you talk about also there's a special message coming from representative from the Deputy Prime Minister's office. Yes, so and knowing that issues of autism, of course, they are reported under the DPM's office, Deputy Prime Minister's office. So let's listen to them because it has so much significance message when it comes to what it means to Eswatini and the entire society that lives with autism.
It is usually something else when you can see that the person is putting his whole heart into the charity that he is doing, and that we are seeing with the MD, the corporate director, and the whole team. Perry, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We also would like to appreciate the communications team. I was usually in touch with Winile and the PA. And everyone who was working with them, thank you so much. It was great working with you, and we know as a corporate you are so busy, but thank you for being with us.
The office is deeply humbled by the presence of your presence in this noble event to fundraise for the construction of the Autism One-Stop Center in Eswatini. Special tribute goes to the companies that have donated both cash and in kind towards this noble prize. Your participation is very much appreciated and valued by the office. As already mentioned, this fundraising aims to support the enormous work the Eswatini Autism doing across the country, supporting children, individuals, and families.
As a company, we are largely responsible for the community, but we'd like to thank again for those that chose to support the local hospitality industry, especially the guys that sell accommodation. So we really appreciate that. And then finally, I think in the context of your speech earlier on, Magemvu, so what's the point of all this? So we know there's a singular focal point that is being driven by Autism Eswatini, and that is to build that one-stop center, which will cater to the needs of people suffering with autism. And we hope these events make a dent on that large number. I heard your chairman yesterday mention quite a significant figure.
Now, beautiful message coming from those who spoke during the event. And tell you what, I can tell you that the third edition next year is going to be bigger and bigger. Now, lastly, moving into the last moment or last edition of this show, we talk about now tennis. Tennis under the federation that was founded, or who is also the director of the federation, that is Bruce Gama with Bruce Gama Diabetes with Sports Foundation. Knowing that he's a person who came out publicly telling the public that he does live with diabetes and he is a tennis superstar locally. So he has decided to open a foundation that supports people living with diabetes to bring such awareness that they can play the sport as well and excel. But now he's also moving into the right direction, Master. Ufuna kubathengisela amanye ama-sports. Usho ukuthi na uphila nge-diabetes ungadlala i-tennis kuphela because ushukela na uthi uphila ngesifo seshukela kuthiwa maybe you can't play other sporting codes, like you can play other sporting codes. So that's the direction they want to take. But talking about the growth of the tournament, I'm looking at the numbers. Oof, young and old.
Okay, Fabrice, BGDS yona Bruce Gamma Diabetes Sports Foundation. Seyibambe imiquzelwano noma ema-tournament icishe every month sebeyibambe 4 wawo njengoba usho ukuthi Bruce Gamma siyamade legend ku umdlalo welibhola lemphebedo lapha eVeni uthi kude ngibisele eSveni noma ngihambise nemlayedo kubamvu labaphila nashukela because yena njoba usho waphumela ebaleni washo ukuthi mina nginashukela kodwa ngidlalile i-tennis elibhola lemphebedo isikhathi lesithe kungakuvimba ini wena ungumuntu ukuthi udlale nawe imidlalo lihlukene uthi ke Bruce Nyalo okay i-tennis ngicaba ukuthi sengikwendile kuyabonakala 4 months in a row solo adlala ema-tournament sale ngihamba kulela amanye ema-sporting courts nakhona nguhambise lo mlayedo I think Fabrice umsebenzi la wendako Bruce u-underrated ngishiso yini lokhu underrated i-association lokungibabu wakhe i-hosta ema-tournament once or twice a year angikhulumi ngema-juniors ema-juniors i-hosta kanye ngeminyaka but nayi i-BGDS i-hoste 4 kule past 4 months I think logo on itself kuyakhombisa ukuthi lo muntu unelithambo kanganani nayo libhola lemphebedo and ubonile ema-challenges la faceane nawo as a player because kuleka i-player development noma i-development usakhula emidlalweni kuyakulimata kakhulu uthi na usakhula uthi kube so ubalekela lokho ke yena njoba ngisho ukuthi bakhona nebadlali abancane laba bayingcenye yayo le tournament bakhona nebadlali abadzala laba bakhona phinze nabomake bosisi bayidlala nayo because kuba ma-mixed doubles kube ma-singles kube ma-doubles tonke le timvo tiyahlangana kudlalo kukhulisa umdlalo we-tennis.
There you have it. Now let's listen to Bruce Gamma, the legend of the sport, and now how he wants to drive this foundation and the direction and the response that he's getting so far when you talk about the Bruce Gamma Diabetes with Sports Foundation. This is Mr. Gamma.
Konke kuhamba kahle ezisonke sathi ukuthi 4th edition ye-BGDS we've been having it the past 3 months. This is the 4th month and we tend to continue having tournaments every month. I think it helps. The standard has really gone up sebadlali kakhulu so you never know who's going to win, who's going to lose. That's the excitement. So everyone has been at hard at training so netinombolo I think letinombolo lebesolo stifuna lebese lesicabanga ukuthi from here we are building. Things are getting better each time. So we're happy. We're happy about today. No, the response has been very good. The response has been very good because remember our main goal or our main vehicle that we push when it comes to EPGTS, it's all about being active, an active lifestyle. So, through tennis, it's the easiest way we can actually do it. As everybody knows that I'm a tennis player and that's why we're here today. But like I've said even before, that we're going to be doing, especially this year, that we send different sports. That's why it's called BGTS, which is Bruce Gamma Diabetes with sports. So it's every sport. But we're facing new challenges every day, but we're always overcoming them, and we're overcoming them while we're actually doing what is main, which is being active all the time, which I think the purpose is being served every time we have a tennis tournament.
They have it. That is a clear message coming from himself, Bruce Gamma, the founder of BGDS, Bruce Gamma Diabetes with Sports Foundation. We want such initiative, Master, because they grow the sport in the country. Otherwise, Master, what a short spin. We know activities carry on over the weekend. Yabuya M10 Premier League.
Oh yeah.
We can't
The
wait.
Big three.
Big three.
Yadlala tough games.
There's another twist. Ngendeka sibone nenye twist.
Manzini Wanderers in a Royal Leopard.
Oh.
Mbabane Highlanders in a Zulu United.
Yema.
I build up in Ingwenyama Cup quarter final. Mbabane Solos in a Madlenya. We have fever Fabrice, a big three, Kabansikle weekend. And Njoba Ush would say, Lapa Etule, Stone M10 Premier League, Kungendega some low, Sibu tin voting a fanani, and I'm the Gotva, Star Bona Gongle weekend. Pinza Gubene Marathon, Gasom Solo, epilepsy, half marathon.
Yes, 20 kilometers.
Yeah, let Kubega Gokona Lapa and Gulenia, Silver Gasom Solo. I think the weekend, Iktaba weekend, Epiza Kulu, a Totonga Temidlalo.
Samba master actually last week Thursday would say Msombulu. We might not have Green Mama on Mbabane Swallows number 1, number 2. What is Stawbone?
Yeah.
Chiki Monday Leopard was number 1. Are you saying the same thing? Nasubuya Mandela, Lipo Eswatini. Umba utabahle strong.
Royal Leopard.
Gushowe.
Yes.
There have it. Lamin, thank you very much for your experience and your expertise and your analysis and everything that you give us here live on Eswatini TV. We're all about sporting codes and sporting activities in the country. We promote, we educate and entertain. Anything that you want to know with sporting activities, we are here Monday for Lipo Eswatini, on Thursday for other sporting codes where you get a platform to see them and hear what they're all about. Otherwise, activities carry on the weekend. He said it, there is the epilepsy marathon, half marathon, and then M10 Premier League action continue, because when you come back Monday here live, there will be full highlight and discussion of activities, especially football activities that took place over the weekend. Until we meet again in the company of this man, Linda Dlamini, the entire sports crew that made sure that you are able to get these visuals and discussions, we do say, Nomakanjan, Sifela Gamnas.